Okay. Okay. You can start, Souy Lang.
Yes, sir. Yes, good morning, teacher, and good morning, all dear. My name is Souy Lang. Today I come here read my assignment. An interesting topic is buying a lottery ticket. A good next slide, Bob. In general, we observe that society in the past and present in the world, most people always have the idea to try their luck and like the challenge in life, as well as follow the imagination of what they want. So is buying a lottery ticket a good idea? To better understand whether buying a lottery ticket is a good idea or not, we should first understand the word lottery. They think they can become rich after they buy the ballots, so they is lucky. In their opinion, the ballots cost only a small amount of money to buy a lottery ticket. It does not affect their living expense. Almost all people think a lottery cat makes them cats makes them addicted. Although lottery bring a lot of money for the government to make more benefit for society, it isn't a good way for people to become rich. Almost all who buy lottery tickets hope they can become millionaire. They want to try their luck, even if their chance of winning is very little. Maybe they know that it is very difficult for them to win, but they think the price of trying is very insignificant. Sorry, sir. Insignificant. Actually, they are wasting their money on impossible things. Only one person can win the prize, while millionaire of people buy lottery ticket. So buying lottery ticket are not a good way to become a millionaire. In addition, people think buying a lottery ticket doesn't affect their living expense. On the contrary, if a person buy a few tickets month, it isn't as I should buy when he buy. Next slide, Mom. Yes. A few tickets a day. It's become a conflict issues now. He spent a lot of money on buying lottery tickets. With that amount of money, he can buy a new toy for his children, or buy some consumable, or just simple some extra food for their family is better. Another, there are a lot of poor people outside who need help. Their living expense for a month may be only equal to the amount of money a person spent on lottery ticket. But when individual or people general buy the lottery tickets, they hope are high and they anxiously await with anticipation hope to win. If they don't win, they never give up, for they know that there is always next time, and they keep playing. Some people ask that playing lottery is a bad idea because people end up getting addicted to it, or that it affects them psychologically. They could lose friendship and family member through in some way. This could be through some extent, but the possibility of what happens after people win the lottery is in their hand. People buy lottery tickets and spend their money on it for all sorts of reasons. They want to pay off their bill, go to vacation, buy a car, or maybe a new home. Whether situation they are in, people else hope that lottery can flag it. It is some kind of religious fantasy. It like their money is aspect. Lottery is also gambling, and it could make people to be a millionaire in a night. If the person is lucky enough, however, it has a negative effect that it causes inequality, crime, and so on. In the end, as mentioned above, buying a lottery ticket can be both a good and a bad idea, because sometimes buying a lottery ticket gives us fun and can earn us extra income. On the contrary, the purchase of ballot household expense, what takes time and can lead to domestic violence. Reference free essay, is lottery a good idea from Google and includes some my idea? Yes, at all, teacher.
Okay, thank you for your good reading. Okay, so right now let's go from the beginning all together. Okay. Okay, so Charya, can you repeat what Seon have read from here, from
Souy Lang, teacher.
in general, yes, until a good
Yes, sir.
idea.
Start repeat again, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher. In general, we observe the society in the past and present in the world. Most people always have the idea to drive their luck and like the challenge in life, as well as follow the imagination of what they want. So, is buying a lottery ticket a good idea? To better understand whether buying the lottery ticket is a good idea or not, we should first understand the word lottery. So, teacher, we should first understand the word lottery. They think they can become rich after they buy the best lot, so they is lucky. In their opinion, the ballot costs only a small amount of money to buy a lottery ticket.
Okay, stop. Charya, stop.
Yes, sir.
Okay. តាអូខេឥឡូវយើងរៀនមើលការអានភ្ជាប់សិខឿន you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay, Sikhឿន, can you read one sentence by sentence here?
In general, we observe that society in the past and present in the world, most people always have idea to try their luck and like the challenge in life, as well as follow the imagination for what they want. So it buying a lottery ticket a good idea
Okay.
to better understand
Okay,
whether
okay, Dịch Khướn. Lại đứng
Yes, sir.
it is a question.
Oh, sure, yeah, I see.
So when you read, you have to read this way. So is buying a lottery ticket a good idea? You see,
Yes,
if you just read it in a very flat voice, the audience cannot notify whether this one is question or not. Okay, so the meaning will be jumbled around, and it's hard for them to understand from where they should start. Okay.
yes.
Okay. That's the next paragraph.
To better understand whether buying a lottery ticket is good idea for not, we should first understand the world. Lottery, they think they can't become rich after they buy a ballot, so it's lucky.
Okay,
In
okay. You see, it starts from two. Okay. So we have to start this way. To better understand whether buying a lottery ticket is a good idea or not, we should, you see, so that the listener know that it is the purpose. To do something here is stating about our purpose. You see, we should do this first and then do that second so that we can better understand whether buying a lottery ticket is a good idea or not. Okay, so when you start, you have to alert the audience that to here it's mean to from the purpose. I mean, to here we used to tell the audience about our purpose. So you should start this way. To better understand whether buying a lottery ticket is a good idea or not, we should first understand the word lottery. They think they can become rich after they buy the ballot. So there is lucky. You see?
Cho lại đầy á có đầy ít chờ, đầy á chờ.
They are. You get the meaning, guys?
yes,
ការអានមិនចេះតែអានទេណាទៅយើងអានកន្លែងហ្នឹងឲ្យអ្នកស្ដាប់ហ្នឹងដឹងថាធូកន្លែងហ្នឹងធូអីធូ purpose ឬក៏ធូអីព្រោះវែងណាមកអានចំមកធូហ្នឹងនេះដល់ idea not បើអត់ប្រាប់ឲ្យជាសញ្ញាអ្នកស្ដាប់ថាវាជា purpose ទេអ្នកស្ដាប់អាចច្រឡំជា prepositional phrase ណាជា adverb ជាអីណានៃទៀតណាអញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវអានឲ្យគាត់ដឹងតើនេះគឺ
yes, sir.
Okay, go on. Okay, this one I would like Aya to start again in their opinion.
Yeah, sir. In general,
No,
In their opinion, sir.
their opinion.
yes, sir. In their opinion, the ballot costs only a small amount of money to buy a lottery ticket. It does not affect their living expenses. Almost all people think a lottery can make them addicted. Others, lottery bring a lot of money for the government to make more benefit for society. It isn't a good way for people to become rich. Almost all who buy lottery ticket hope they can become millionaire. They want to try their luck.
Wait.
Yes, sir.
Okay. យើងត្រូវរៀនសង្កេតមើលពាក្យមួយមានស្រៈវែងនិងស្រៈខ្លីនៅក្នុងនោះដូចពាក្យ hope មិន hop ទេ ticket hop ទេមិន hop ទេណា hope អានឲ្យច្បាស់ឲ្យគេណា hope អញ្ចឹងយើងអាន in the opinion The ballot costs only a small amount of money to buy a lottery ticket. It doesn't affect their living expenses. Almost all people think a lottery can make them addicted. Although lottery bring a lot of money for the government to make more benefit for society, it isn't good. Lại nó ghi trong ad, it is not vậy đó. Tức là câu hỏi, it isn't a good way for people to become rich. Almost all who buy lottery ticket hope they can become millionaire.
Việc nó chờ ăn hộp nào đại ăn hộp đấy chứ.
Chắc ăn hope nó ăn họp thì.
Dạ chờ. Start again đi chờ con.
No. Go on.
Yeah. They want to try their luck, even if their chance to winning is very little. Maybe they know that it's very difficult for them to win, but they think the price of trying is very insignificant. But they think the price of trying is very insignificant. Actually, they are rushing their money on impossible things. Only one person can win the prize, while millions of people buy lottery tickets. So, buying lottery tickets are not a good way to become a millionaire. In addition, people think buying lottery tickets doesn't affect their living expenses. On the contrary, if a person buys a few tickets a month, it isn't as I should buy when he buys a few tickets a day. It becomes a conflict issue now. He spent a lot of money on buying lottery tickets. With that amount of money, he can buy a few toys for his children or buy some consumable or just simply some extra food for their family is better. There are a lot of poor people outside who need help. Their living expenses for a month may be only equal to a month as many persons.
Cho giá read đã khơ sơ tana phong anh kia tạm tuột. Khơ sơ dương cái nhà pruôn đã tam lần tới dương đã.
There are a lot of poor people outside who need help. Their living expenses for a month may be only equal to a month as many a person spend on lottery ticket. But when individual or people general buy the lottery ticket, they hope are high and they especially a red with an anticipation hoping to win. If they don't win, they never give up. So they know that there is always next time and they keep playing. Some people ask they play lottery is a bad idea because people end up getting addicted to it, or that it affects them psychologically. They could lose friendship and family member trust in some way. This could be trust some extent, but the possibility of what happens after people win the lottery is in their hand. People buy lottery tickets and spend their money on it for all sorts of reasons. They want to pay up their bills, go to vacation, buy a car, or maybe a new home. Whatever situation they are in, people have hope the lottery can fix it. It is some kind of a resource fantasy. It's like their money is expected. Lottery is also gambling and it's
Chả giá cũng ăn vô lươn bị អានឲ្យត្រូវអញ្ចឹងអាន flat voice ដែរខ្ញុំមិនដឹងថាកន្លែងណាចាប់ផ្ដើមបន្ទាត់កន្លែងណាបញ្ចប់ផង
Yes, sir.
ចាប់ផ្ដើមពីបាត់សាមហើយមើលបាត់ when individual or people
Individual.
ឃើញទេទៅលើ3 4តទៀត
Mama, sir.
ទៀត3 4តទៀតទៅលើ
Nature,
ណា
sir.
អូខេ
But when individual or people general buy the lottery ticket, they hope are high and they anxiously await with an anticipation, hoping to win. If they don't win, they never give up, for they know that there is always next time and they keep playing. Some people ask that playing lottery is a bad idea because people end up getting addicted to it, or that it affects them psychologically. They could lose friendship and family members just in some way. This could be to some extent, but the possibility of what happened after people win the lottery is in their hand. People buy lottery ticket and spend their money on it for a short of reason. They want to
or
pay
sort of reason
for all sort of reason. They want to play up their bills, go to vacation, buy a car, or maybe a new home, whatever situation they are in. People have hope that lottery infect it. It is some kind of a ritual fantasy. It's like their money is at stake. Lottery is also gambling, and it could make people to be a millionaire in a night. If the person is lucky enough, however, it has a negative effect.
Hello, Jaja. If
Yes,
the
sir.
person is lucky enough,
If
អា
the
ហ្នឹងគឺ
person
clear
is
ជាមួយខាង
lucky
លើណា
enough,
មិន clear ជាមួយ however ណា to be a
Yes, sir.
millionaire in a night if the person is lucky enough. However, មិន clear ថ្មី
however, it has a negative effect that is called inequality, crime, and so on.
Okay. Okay, thank
In
you.
the end,
Thank you,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Con Trần đi.
Yes, sir.
Trần đi. Trần đi, read this one.
In the end, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. In the end, as mentioned above, buying a lottery ticket can be both a good and a bad idea because sometimes buying a lottery ticket gives us fun and can earn us extra income. On the contrary, the purchases of the ballot household expense was time and can lead to domestic violence. Finish.
Okay, lại nâng chụp án both nó both can be both a good and a bad idea.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chẳng là
sir,
ngọc
can
nghĩa
you back a watcher?
waste
Finish, sir. Waste.
hàng lệch.
Yes, sir.
Waste of time.
Waste of time.
Okay, so right now I would like all of you to record your reading, your own assignment, and then we can play it again, and then I can make some correction on your pronunciation, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cho nên đònนี้យើងមកចេញទេយើងថតយើងធ្វើមិនក៏ដោយថតឲ្យបានជាប់ជាសលេងយើងអាន assignment យើងមួយមកហើយអានមិនចាំបាច់អានបញ្ញាប់ដូចលឿនពេកទេដូចចក្រយាមិញពេកទេអានតាមសម្រួលទៅ in the end as mentioned about buying a lottery ticket can be both a good and a bad idea because sometimes buying a lottery ticket gives us fun and can earn as extra income. On the contrary, the purchases of bullet household expenses waste time and can lead to domestic violence. អានមកលឿនមកលំមកមកកុំឲ្យលឿនពេកហើយមានតលាក់តឡើងសលេងមកណាមានអញ្ចឹងឯណា improve ពួកយើងបានលឿនយើងអានបានច្រើនចក្រយាឥឡូវអានបានត្រូវច្រើនសឹងថាល្អហើយតែយើង keep improving ទៀតតាស៊ីខឿន you hear me
Yes, sir.
បាទអាន assignment របស់យើងអ្នកដែលតន់ធ្វើគឺធ្វើឲ្យខ្ញុំឲ្យអានហើយថតជាសលេងមកយើងចាក់ស្ដាប់ក្នុងនឹងទាំងអស់គ្នាណាអូខេ
ឆាហ្នឹងគេចាក់បើយើងឆាយើងថតជាវីដេអូនៅក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទទេចា
ថតខ្ញុំបាញ់ខ្ញុំមក
អូចាយក
ថតជា Telegram ក៏បានដែរផ្ញើតាម Telegram ក៏បានដែរ
teacher អាហ្នឹងបើយើងនិយាយជួយ record សំឡេងបានអត់
record នឹងផ្ញើមកចាបើថតជាវីដេអូ
តោះគ្នាយើងថតមកចឹង
Thought video chứ.
ថតជាសលេងថតជាវីដេអូក៏បានតាម Zoom ក៏បានដែរយើង record ជា Zoom មក
អត់ទៅយូរអត់ទៅវាធ្វើតាម Zoom មិនទេចេះអត់យល់
ថតធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យទៅបានសលេងឲ្យខ្ញុំធ្វើមិនក៏បានដែរខ្ញុំថតដាក់អីថតអូខេខ្ញុំឲ្យពេល20នាទីណាដើម្បីថតឲ្យខ្ញុំមើលអត្ថបទយើងទៅ assignment យើង
ចាអានយកមក
បាទ
អានយកមកក៏មាន interaction ដែរចា
ថតឲ្យអាចផ្ញើតាម Telegram ឬក៏មិន
បាទផ្ញើតាម Telegram ក៏បានផ្ញើតាមណាក៏បានដែរឬក៏ផ្ញើទៅឲ្យគ្នាយើងក៏បានធ្វើម៉េច share បាទ
introduction អត់ចា
assignment ណាខ្ញុំឲ្យអាន assignment របស់យើងមានយើងអានមកបាទ
លោកឈើឲ្យ introduction ទៀតមុននឹងអានអញ្ចឹងណាចា
អត់អីចាប់ដើមធ្វើអញ្ចឹង
សម្រាប់តែខ្ញុំជាមួយធីតាឯងទេ
mà dạyក្រុមយើងក្រុមថតតាមអីនោះ Telegram ឬក៏អីតាម Zoom កម្មវិធីអីក៏បានដែរ
Yes, sir.
yes
teacher ខ្ញុំ record ដល់ពេលឥឡូវរកកន្លែងផ្ញើឃើញ
Souy Lang ថតជាវីដេអូហ្មងទៅណាតាម Telegram ស្រួល record អត់ដឹងថាផ្ញើតាមណាដែរ
ចាបងថតវីដេអូមែនបង
ខ្ញុំថតវីដេអូតាមាន record ទេថតជាវីដេអូ
ខ្ញុំ record ឡើងចប់ហើយឥឡូវរកកន្លែងផ្ញើឃើញ
record អត់ដឹងផ្ញើតាម
ប
ណា
ងរួចទៅថតវីដេអូហ្នឹងឲ្យឃើញរូបភាពអីអត់ឬក៏បាច់
មិនដឹងឃើញរូបភាពអីដាក់ទូរស័ព្ទលើស្ថើចឹងមកហើយចេញវីដេអូថតទៅ
ចាបងចឹងខ្ញុំសាកភាសាទៀត
Hello, teacher.
Okay, mày ấy trả giá. Souy Lang, finish.
It's all for me already.
Have you recorded as a voice
Sure.
voice clip? Can you play it? Sorry. Trả giá.
No, sure, I can say it right now, sure.
Hả?
I can say it right now.
Yeah. Everyone, can you hear it?
Teacher, do you hear, sure?
No.
Teacher,
You share screen?
do you hear?
No.
Yes,
You
sir.
share screen no giờ lười nè.
Chọn lưới, sure.
Chân đi. Lô chân đi.
Hello, teacher. Hello, teacher.
Can you hear the sound?
No, sure, I can hear it. Mình chân chờ nhầm lưới. Lưới đây nhau dần.
Chẳng này chẳng trả giáបើកមួយក្នុង tele មួយក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទទៅមួយក្នុង computer ទៅហើយបើកសលេងដូចយើងនិយាយខាងក្រៅអញ្ចឹងទៅថតវាមកយកខ្ញុំនិយាយ
លេងក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទមែនក៏យើងឆើចង់និយាយថាយើងចុចទូរស័ព្ទយើងហ្នឹងចូលនៅក្នុងកកចូលក្នុង Zoom មួយទៀតមែនឆើ
យើងយកយើងផ្ញើសលេងហ្នឹងចូលទៅក្នុង Telegram របស់យើងមួយណា
ផ្ញើទៅឆើ
ហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងចូលបើកយកឥឡូវចាយ៉ាប្រើគេក្នុងរៀន Zoom ហ្នឹង
រៀន Zoom ហ្នឹងប្រើកុំព្យូទ័រឆើ
អញ្ចឹងយកទូរស័ព្ទបើកទៅ
យ៉ាឆើ
ទូរស័ព្ទបើក Telegram ទៅឮសលេងចូលក្នុង Zoom យើងរៀនហ្នឹង
យ៉ាឆើ
Topic: Can the death penalty be a
ឆើលើឆើ
លើ
លើឆើ
Yes.
topic? Can the death penalty be effective? There are numerous debates about the death penalty, as the opinions on this topic differ in different countries of the world. Most countries have abolished the death penalty, but there are still countries where it is used. The effectiveness of the death penalty can be measured by the rate of death crime that demonstrate that this method of punishment does not reduce the number of criminal acts. The main goal of the death penalty is to decrease the number of apparent crime in the world. However, the statistics show that it does not have as many positive effects as expected. For an instance, among the 25 states of the U.S. with the highest crime rate, the death penalty is legal in 20 of them. If the death penalty was an effective method for the prevention and decrease of crime, the statistics would demonstrate that states with the death penalty would have lower crime rates. Conversely, the statistics show the opposite result, which means that it does not have high effectiveness. Today, capital punishment most likely has other goals, such as revenge. It violates human rights, which is why a growing number of people are against this type of punishment. There is no evidence that the death penalty is effective for the prevention of criminal acts. However, it is proven that there are numerous disadvantages when it comes to this type of punishment. For instance, there is always a possibility that the person who is punished by death penalty is innocent. The statistics demonstrate that in 2017, there were 137 prison inmates released because of their innocence. There is no statistic data about the number of people killed as a result of their criminal acts, but there is the possibility that an innocent person can become the victim of the death penalty. There is information that 4% of people exhausted by death penalty are innocent, and therefore it is essential to abolish this type of punishment in our country of the world in order to prevent the case of killing innocent people. Also, the death penalty is a problem because many for the country. For example, the average cost of this court is almost $2.5 million. The money spent on the death penalty could have been used for more information goals, such as saving the life of other people and helping hopeless and disabled children. Also, the death penalty has a negative effect on African American culture. For instance, African Americans make up around 13% of the population in the U.S., but the percentage of death row prisoners who are black is around 50. It demonstrates that there is a higher possibility for a black person. These disadvantages should be the motivation for government of all countries to make the death penalty illegal. The death penalty is one of the cruelest type of criminal punishment, which is performed with the help of different methods such as hanging, electrocution, and lethal injection. It would be possible to say that the death penalty is an effect is an effective method of prevention of foreign crime. If the statistics show that it decreases the number of criminal acts. However, there is no evidence of the effectiveness of this type of punishment, and yet there are numerous disadvantages to this process. Yes, thank you, Chair. That's all.
All Chair finished.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I would like to hear some comment from Sakhian and Chandi. Okay, for Charya shortcoming. Sakhian, Chandi, please give comment to Charya works, whether it is perfect or what. Sakhian, you hear me, Chandi?
មិនចប់គ្រីវត្តមានមានអីឈើគាត់អានបានល្អច្បាស់អស់
You cannot find any shortcoming in her speech.
no
About Chandi? Hello, Chandi.
Yes, hello teacher. For me, I think that she speak loudly and clear, but for some word maybe she wrong or not. I don't know because I can't see the word teacher. What she did.
For example, Chandi.
Yes, sir.
For example,
So I think that I don't know teacher. She speak. Maybe she pronounce some word wrong, but I don't know what the word because I can't see the type teacher.
you cannot see what?
The type teacher, I don't know.
But you don't know. You don't know for sure whether this word or that word. But
Yes, sir.
you sure that she miss
Yes, sir.
pronounce some word, right?
Yes, sir. I think like that.
Okay, you think this is what you think. How about Souy Lang?
Yeah, teacher. I think that she reading a good.
So reading is very good, right? Okay, so right now I would like to hear from Sikun. Sikun, thank you, Jaya, for your recording. Okay, so right now I would like to hear from Sikun.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
yes sir.
Yes.
xe ở lưới chơi
ប្រាប់ឲ្យចាយាមិញធ្វើតាមមិញទៅបើយើង share ប្រហែលជាចេញតែរូបទេ only picture but the sound we cannot. I don't know why.
ខ្ញុំសាកមើលសិនchơiដល់ហើយទេ ញ ខ្ញុំរៀន record នៅក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទដៃហើយខ្ញុំរៀនក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទដៃចឹង share បែបមិនទេ
បាទ
ខ្ញុំ record ក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទដៃហើយរៀនក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទដៃចឹង record
មានឧបករណ៍ពីរបាទ
បងចុច share screen ទៅនៅក្នុង Zoom យើងហ្នឹងហើយបន្ទាប់មកទៀតបងចុចថយក្រោយហើយចុចចូលកន្លែង record ទៅ
អូកន្លែងណា share screen កន្លែង
ហ្នឹងបងពាក្យ share screen នៅលើហ្នឹងនៅលើ Zoom យើងហ្នឹងមានពាក្យ share screen ហ្នឹង
នៅលើ Zoom មាន start video share
បងចុចពាក្យ share ហ្នឹង
share ហើយមើលទៅមានអូ screen camera វាចុចយកពាក្យ screen ហ៎
share screen ហ្នឹងបងឲ្យរូបសញ្ញាព្រួយហ៎
បាទ
អ្នកឃើញហើយបង
ឃើញហើយ
បងចូលកន្លែង record ចុចវាទៅលើហើយ
is competition good លើនេះគ្រូ
លើបង
It just seems that everyone is living in a fantasy world that they think everybody is equal and there is no such thing that is labeled as competition or loser. Everyone is regarded as winner and nobody has to bear with the shame of being the last person or has to put up with any hardship. Is it sound too good to be true? After all, we still do not want anybody to be excellent at something than somebody else, right? Actually, competition is something is very familiar and common for us nowadays. It is not only focused at school but everywhere around the world. However, have we ever seen is competition good for us? A little competition among us is not just a good thing, but it is great thing for us, which can give a highly positive impact. One of the reasons that really show competition is a good thing is it promotes growth. It is natural if we want something, you would have to compete with other people and compete you have to grow. When Lombardi once said, winning isn't everything but wanting to each. To be a better person, something, you really have to find someone who is already good at it. In this situation, looking for people who are much better. In this situation, looking for people are much better than you and compete with them is actually helps you to grow enormously and both lead to great friendship with they both lead to great friendship as well. Besides competition also force us to be more creative. Competition actually encourage us to be more creative in other people, in order to be a step ahead from other people. We have to think out of a box and come up with a new idea which can be a bit different from others. If and only if everybody give up the competitive spirit, this will be totally different. New technologies such as iPhones, laptops, automobiles, or creative writing will be exist, and Malaysia would never develop into global. Apart from that, competition also encourages it to be prepared for the real world. The educational system in Malaysia stresses on grade inflation, which actually making the average grade that kids are getting is go up every year. This is not because the kids are getting smarter, but it's actually because teachers who are being too lenient. There are some teachers who simply give us and to their students as it makes their students and they themselves look better. The major problem is that it is absolutely does not prepare the kids to the real world at all. In this world, there are actually a lot of competition that you have to face, as you are not the only person who apply for job. Any competition have high rates just like you. So it is not only factor that brings to success, but also competitive spirit and willingness to achieve. In a nutshell, competition is actually a great thing that helps us to become a better person and also being independent in achieving something. There is a quote that can be a great inspiration for all of us. Prepare for the worst, and work for the best. The spy of working is in spite of working is be the best. We also have the correct to prepare for the worst and any that may come anytime. Being lost is competition is not familiar, but it's a beginning of something new. Ôi mẹ nó ra ngoài hay hot chứ đâu đầu
cái thước mình thọ này thọ này
bắt chứ
mình
mình
thọ
thot
này
because
is not in their hand.